Hi, my name is Steve Correa, and the people in our group were Brian Rincon, Alex Medina, and Jose Lopez, and this is our project on the Victorian literature themes. The Victorian era started in 1837 and ended in 1901. It was a time of peace, prosperity, refined stabilities, and etc. The themes that showed up in the Victorian time period were human nature, tranquility, death, and chivalry. During the Victorian era, human nature appeared. Human nature is what characterizes a person as an individual and a human.
Yeah, perfect.
The stories that human nature appeared in were When You Are Old on page 966 and in The Lady of Shalott on page 824. And love the sorrows of your changing soul in you was from When You Are Old. As he rode down to Camelot from the bank and from the river was from The Lady of Shalott. The first quote from When You Are Old explains that over time he still loves her, even though her face is changing and she is getting old. It is characterizing how he feels for her. And the second quote from Lady of Shalott is explaining he is traveling from far distance to get to her, and he will do anything that he will to get to her.
The Lady of Shalott is about a lady who was cursed to weep forever. She could only look at the world through the reflection of a mirror. In the story, The Darkling Thrush, the author expresses his view on the world, on the hope of the world, that he has a small chance of hope, but he wants to believe in it. The third one, right? There she weaves by night and day, a magic web of colors gay, curses on her if she stay, the Lady of Shalott. The Darkling Thrush now. In a full-hearted evensong of joy unlimited, an aged thrush fell gone and small in blasted ruffled plume. In the story of the Lady of Shalott, the lady is cursed forever to weave, only to see the world from reflection. She cannot leave or make contact with anyone, otherwise she dies. In the Darkling Thrush, it's just basically, the bird is all alone in a gloomy, empty environment. The bird gives the author a slim chance of hope, but it is all alone and it's too small.
In Victorian era literature, death necessarily didn't mean the passing away of one. It could also mean life after death, rebirth, or change in the spiritual way to many characters. The subject of death was presented in the text of Life and a Love on page 839 and also on the poem My Last Duchess on page 837. So deep in the dust and dark, no sooner the old hope goes to ground than a new one. This quote was from Life and a Love. That's my last Duchess painted on the wall, looking as if she were alive. This quote was from My Last Duchess. The first quote explains that one hope can die and a new hope can be born, just like death. It necessarily doesn't mean that somebody has to die. It can just be an idea or a subject that can die, but a new one can be brought up in its place. The quote from My Last Duchess necessarily means that yes, his Duchess has passed away, but yet he still believes that she looks alive even after death. He believes that there is life after death.
In Victorian era, chivalry was caring for your significant other and not putting your affections first.
The stories that chivalry pops up is Lady Shalott from 821 to 826, and also in Life in a Love, page 839.
You guys are saying
They appear in the quotes. All the knights at Camelot, but Lancelot must a little space. He said, she has a lovely face. God in his measure lent her grace, and the Lady Shalott. And also in life and love, while the one yields must the one on the purse. The explanation of this, Lancelot saying, even though dead, the Lady Shalott still has a pretty face, which shows him that he has a compassionate side towards her as a lady, not just a dead corpse. And life in a love shows that even though something's behind, someone is going to be there behind you to pick up the pieces. Being a gentleman and having chivalry to help you out. These things show up in modern day by our actions, how we want tranquility within the earth, and how we get judged every single day, and show our chivalry enough to not be affected by this and helping others out. And that is shown by the changes that we go through every single day. People die for our mistakes, and we gotta show through that.